Okay, now we are going to learn about extreme programming, is also called as XP. This is extreme programming is the one of the agile process model. What it is? It is the one of the model of a agile process, which means whatever the projects which will be implemented by using a agile process, there are different models are available in agile process too. Okay, among those, this extreme programming is one of those. Okay, first of all, in this extreme, okay, this extreme processing, it's a most widely used agile process, originally proposed by Kent Bank back in 2004, and it uses object-oriented approach. What it will use? It uses the object-oriented approach. What is object-oriented approach here? Already you are learning. Okay, oops. You are learning oops. What is the oops concepts now? Object oriented programming language, isn't it? So in that object oriented programming language, every real time problem you will be seen as object. Okay, each and every real time problem will be considered as object, and by taking the objects, you are going to develop a programming language, or you are going to solve that particular problem. Okay, so one of the object oriented programming language is C++, and second language is Java, which means whatever the work you have done in this agile process, you should implement the total, okay, by using either C++ language or either Java language. Clear? So it is a one of the agile process. So many agile processes are there, but this is the most widely used one. Extreme programming is most widely used agile process, originally developed by Kent Beck in 2004. Okay, it uses an object oriented approach. In this object oriented approach means what are the oops principles you have, those all will be okay included into this extreme programming process. Clear? And here this is also one kind of what it is, process, isn't it? The process may have the activities, which means number of phases to execute or to follow, isn't it? In our software engineering, okay, each and every process has some set of activities. Those activities are also called as a phases. Okay, so if we want to execute our project into this particular method, we should okay execute, or we should follow that activities or phases of that particular process. So here also we are having 4 phases for this extreme programming. What are those? Planning, design, coding, testing. What are those four phases of this extreme programming? Same. Okay, previously we have learned 5 phases, but here we are going to see only 4 phases. Okay, the communication phase is not there into this extreme programming. Okay, directly it is from planning phase, next designing phase, after that coding phase, testing phase. Clear? And if we'll come to the planning phase, XP planning. So what are the activities will be done in this planning phase? So we are at planning phase. What are the roles and responsibilities this phase has? What are the developers has to do at this phase? Okay, now we are going to learn that one. So this is a first one that is called a planning phase. And in this planning phase, first step is, okay, it begins with the listening, leads to a creation of user stories. Okay, this planning phase is started from the listening of the user stories. Already we have discussed in yesterday's class itself. What is a story here? Each and every additional feature or each and every request from a customer is called one story. For example, okay, previously as we discussed now, if I am a okay Zoom owner, Zoom app owner, then I asked for two features to develop. What are those? One is security. Okay, one is security. That is one of my requirement. I am the customer. Okay, so what I want to improve in my app, improve my Zoom app. So I want to increase the security of Zoom app. So that is a one story here. And coming to the second story, I have asked for whether students are following this class or not. Okay, so checking or analyzing of the student status, that is a second requirement from my side, isn't it? If suppose is there any third feature I need to add to my Zoom app? Okay, is there any third feature, which means even though the Zoom app is also having some status feature like WhatsApp, so I want to add one more feature to my Zoom app, that is one status. Okay, status feature. So that status feature like it is like exactly like what WhatsApp. Okay. So then that is also my third requirement or third story. Okay, and also if I want to made so calls from Zoom app. Okay, so and with what with high quality, with I mean lesser internet usage, with less internet usage. Okay, that is my fourth interest. I mean, which means fourth feature. So like that, if I am the customer, so then I am requesting to the developing unit developers for please add these four features to my Zoom app. Like that I am requesting you. What you are going to do, if you are the developers, what you are going to do? Okay, first of all you will listen my okay interests or requirements, whatever the needs I have till now, whatever I have mean spoken to you, each and everything you will be recorded. Okay, this customer is asked about what security, and also she is asked about some what status, and also some calling feature with less internet charges, and also some what whether the students are following the class or not. So like that, so you are going to record each and every request of mine. So here the each and every request is called a user stories. Okay, first of all, in planning phase, you are going to listen or you are going to take the user stories. Then, okay, so it describes what it describes, the user story describes required output, features, functionality. I'm asking some status what function. What is the usage of that function? How it will be worked? So what is the outcome which I am expecting? Okay, if I asked you about security, so what is the security means? How you are expecting, like that you are going to think about that. The developers is going to think about that, isn't it? So if the customer assign a value to each story, and after that, after listening the stories, here the customer assigns a value, which means which one is the highest priority. I have given you four stories, which means four requirements, additional requirements to my Zoom app, isn't it? From those four requests or four stories, which one is the first one, which one is the second one, which one is the third one? I need to give even numbers to each and every one. That numbers, okay, that numbers will tell the team members priority of that particular function, isn't it? So based on that priority, okay, based on that priority only, the team is getting ready to work on that. Highest priority work will be started first. Okay. Then after one team is started to highest priority work. If team members are there, still there, they are going to start a second what story. Okay, like that. The work is will be started like incremental model. Incremental model. How the incremental model will work? It will work. First of all, the team one will be started. Okay, one module work. After the communication phase, the second team members will be started the second module work. Okay, at that time, first team is working on planning, and second team is working on communication phase. So like that, the incremental model will be worked. So here also, I mean, the development team will be worked in a same manner. Okay, one team will be started or one team will be worked on, suppose, story one. After starting the working of story one, after some time, after some few days, okay, they are going to start, some other team members will be going to start story two, story three, story four, like that. They'll be scheduled, and also they'll be worked on the users or otherwise the customer stories. Clear? And also this team assess the each story and cost. What is the cost for each story and the total, how much cost it will be, what is the total budget for finishing of that work, and also how many number of weeks time it will need to work on that one. Okay, so like that, if the story is big one, which means the requirement is big one, how to split that one into a smaller stories. So this is also a one of the planning stage, one of the thing which is in a planning phase. Clear? And coming to next point, working together stories are grouped for a deliverable increment next release. So how they will work? Togetherly work like a incremental model. Already we have discussed about this one. And next, see, a commitment is made, which means commitment in the sense stories to be included, delivery date and other project matters. So here in planning session, we are going for a commitment. So what it commitment includes? First one, see here we are having 3 points in this commitment itself. First one, either all stories will be implemented in few weeks. Okay, if I have four stories will be implemented in few weeks or not. And also highest priority stories will be first, or otherwise, okay, you may take riskiest stories will be implemented first. Okay, complicated and riskiest stories will be implemented first. Okay, like that, these are the commitments which is going to take the decisions based on a customer Okay, like this they are going to plan. And coming to the last point, after the first increment, project velocity. Okay, velocity means how much speed it is working. If the story one will be completed, so parallelly how many number of stories will be completed. Okay, more how many number of weeks of time that developing team needs. So like that we are going to calculate the velocity of a project. Okay, so this is about a planning phase. In planning phase, what we are doing, what the developers are doing, first they are going to take the stories from a user, and accordingly they'll plan for, they'll schedule, okay, how many number of weeks this particular stories will be needed. Like that they'll schedule for that particular stories, and also what is the cost for completion of that stories. Okay, then like that they will be worked on that particular, they are ready to work on that particular project in a incremental process way, isn't it? This is the planning. And next one is, what is the next phase? Can anyone tell me the what is the next phase in extreme programming? Nobody knows about this. 52 members don't know what is the next phase. Even one member also don't know. Or may I wait for more time? I'm asking you only, what is the next phase in extreme programming? Till now, I didn't get even single response from you. Are you following the class or not? I have repeated that one 2 or 3 times, phases of a extreme programming. It's okay. Yes, it is designing. After planning, we are going to design that one. After completion of designing, by seeing that design, we are going to implement coding. That is called even construction, coding. After completion of the coding or while doing the coding work, the testing part is also included into coding. So these phases, okay, these phases we are discussing from not day one, almost after 5 to 6 classes onwards. Regularly we are discussing waterfall model. Every model is about 5 phases only na. There we are shown, I mean we have seen 6 phases or five phases, but here only 4 phases. have repeated this thing 2 times or 3 times. It's a planning phase, design phase. Next one is coding. So this is the second one, design. I don't know how many members are listening this class exactly. So here design is the second one. Coming to the third one is coding phase, and the fourth one is testing phase. These are the 4 phases. And if you want to see the diagram, the same diagram, whichever the familiar one, like prototype model, evolutionary model. See, what are the phases we have discussing? All of you look at the screen. First one is planning, designing, coding. Last phase is testing here. So what we are doing in planning stage? We are going to take the user stories. What we are going to do? User stories. And we are checking for whether the values are accepted or not, which means is this the input or is this the output for that particular story? What the exactly that story has. Okay, accordingly we are going to plan, and we are going to work in a iterative manner. Planning in the sense how much time those stories will be needed to complete, and also what is the budget to complete. Okay, everything will be coming under a planning phase. How to work those, okay, allotting of teams to that particular stories, and highest priority stories will be implemented first or not, or we may choose the complex things. Okay, risk stories first. Okay, like that. Here there are different decisions, different thoughts will be done in this particular planning phase. Okay, and what is the next one? Coding phase. What we are going to do in this sorry, not coding, designing phase. Second one is a designing phase. So what we are going to do in this design phase, first of all, follow the KIS principle. What is KIS principle? Keep it simple. Keep the stories implementation simple, which means okay, whatever the user is asked for, you should exactly work for that particular purpose only. Don't exceed that purpose, and don't decrease that purpose, and don't work, see, nothing more, nothing less than the story. I mean, if he asked for some working or some for function, so exactly you should develop that project according to that particular function only. Don't extend that one, or don't okay, decrease that one. That is the principle of KIS. This is in design. And what is the second work in design phase is, okay, CRC cards. Just use the CRC cards. Use the CRC cards, which means, what is CRC? Class responsibility collaborator. Class responsibility collaborator, which means whatever we have used in object oriented context. So why we are using this CRC cards? That they identify and organize the classes. They identify and Organize the classes that are relevant to a current software. So already you know what is a class. You have learned in a object oriented programming language, isn't it? So here by using CRC cards you are going to identify the classes, how which class are suitable to implement our project. Identification of the classes, okay, you should encourage in your project. That is the second task of a design phase. Coming to the third task is suggest creation of spike solutions. What it is? Spike solutions. What is a spike solution in the sense? First of all, you should design a prototype, okay, for the stories. Already we have discussed what is a prototype, how the prototype model will work, everything in first unit. Prototype model is one of the evolutionary model. So what is the purpose of what is a prototype? It's like a one first design, first model, whichever created by a first development model. So for that there is a lot of work. Okay. First of all, you should do develop a prototype for that new work. Then whether that prototype is working, that thing is working or not, you should check it out. If it is worked according to your requirement, then you will use that. Otherwise, you may change that. So like that, prototype method is a trial and trial and error, which means you are developing or you are designing something and you are applying your requirements, it will fulfill your requirements, then you will use. Otherwise you will go for and apply some other technique on that particular prototype, isn't it? It's a trial and error method. Okay, which why? Because why we are going to this prototype methods means if the designs are not available or not suited to your project, okay, available designs are not suited to your project, then you should develop your own design. Then you should develop your own design. Then check it out. If it is fitted to you, happy. If it is not fitted to you, better to again you need to what reconstruct or redesign, redevelop that one. So that is the thing here, which means, for example, if you want to buy on dress from a shop, okay, so if you are you are searched for many shops, okay, those dresses are not suited for you, okay, or otherwise those are not looking good, or it's not you are not like any one dress among those. So what you should do, okay, if you are not like any dress which are available in market, those are not suited to you, okay, those are not liked by you. So what should you do? You yourself, you should made one design like a Spider-Man, okay, like a Superman, like a Spider-Man. You should design one new kind of one dress which is suitable to you, which is fitted to you, and you will wear it. If it is exactly fitted to you, then happy, you can use it one. Or otherwise again, okay, if it is not exactly okay to your measurements, then again you need to change that one, which means made alterations on that particular dress, isn't it? So this is one kind of trial and error thing. So like that here also, okay, You are going to take spike solutions. Spike solutions in the sense you are going to design one prototype designs, and those prototype designs are okay. Until unless you will get good design, you should work on that particular design itself. Okay, this is the third point in XP design. And coming to the fourth point, refactoring encourages refactoring. What is the fourth one? Encourages refactoring. What is the refactoring here? It is a refinement. It is a refinement of the internal program design. Again, you need to refine that one, whether it is properly working or not. Checking of that one. Okay, whether it is working properly or not, any bugs are coming or not. Okay, rechecking after completion of that or while working on that, isn't it? This is about design phase. Coming to the next third phase is coding phase. So in this coding phase, we are going to, okay, what we are going to do? First of all, you should construct, before going to develop a coding for a story. First, you need to develop a unit test. Before going to, okay, coding before going to perform coding, so you should first construct a unit test. Okay, testing part of that particular story. Then you should implement the coding. Okay, apply that code, whatever you have implemented into that unit test, isn't it? So this is the first of all, here we are going to take testing measurements before going to, okay, implement the coding. I mean, before going to code that particular thing. Okay, so this is the first point in XP coding. Coming to the second point, have you understood what is the testing? First point, construction of unit test. Or you need one more example for that. Every time here we are going to design the coding part. Okay, first of all we'll write the program and we'll check. Okay, it will give some output. We are checking that one. Okay, whether it is, we are asking the customer, is this output you are needing, I mean you are asking for or not, like that we are asking the customer, isn't it? So that is a regular process. Okay, first coding and testing. Coding, testing, whether it is working according to a user requirement or not. But in testing also some techniques are available. Okay, those techniques are, first of all, before going to coding itself, based on a user requirement, you should frame some automated testing tools. Okay, so by using those automatic testing tools, then later only you can develop your coding part. Later only you can develop your coding part. So that is about first point. And coming to the second point, you should encourage the pair programming. You should encourage the pair programming. What is pair programming here? Pair programming in the sense, okay, you should ask 2 members or 3 members will be worked on a single system, which means or single work. Okay, you should what, make some teams. Okay, you are better, you should ask 2 experts sit togetherly and work on something. So such kind of thing is called a pair programming here. So if you'll do this kind of technique, if you'll perform this kind of technique, then you will get good results. Okay, so it will give some quality about the project, isn't it? They'll solve the problem easily. If you have any kind of problems in that design, they can give the solutions easily with their experience. If even if we are your what final exams is running on, some people are interested to uh, what go for combined study. Why are you going for a combined study at the examinations time? If you'll study by discussing with other members, other people, then automatically you will be able to, okay, mean keep in your mind much for much time, isn't it? So we're going to remember that one for a long time. While studying, if you discuss that one with somebody, so you will remember that topic much time. For that sake, you are going to going for a combined study in examination time, isn't it? And if any kind of confusions are there in between topics, so that confusions also will be, okay, cleared while discussing with others. So here also, if you want to implement something related to your customer request, then at that time you will ask for a pair programming. Okay, you both two members can sit here and you will work on this particular task like that. If you'll assign like that, then they'll give, okay, good kind of results to that customer, isn't it? This is about coding. And last one is XP testing. In XP testing, so how to there are different testing techniques are there. One is unit testing, regression testing, and also some acceptance testing. Different tests are there. In those tests, unit test will be performed daily for each and every thing whichever we have developed. Okay, unit test will be performed in a regular basis. Okay, the remaining tests are based on a customer requirement or something. Okay, or your developers interest, like that you may go for different testing things. And we will learn in later units about this testing deeply. Okay, these are about the XP phases. So after this, here we are having the same diagram: planning, designing, coding and testing. So here we are going to take stories and planning accordingly. And in design phase, what we are going to do? So we are going to use the KES. We are going to keep it simple. First of all, we are going to implement in keep it simple manner, and also some CRC cards. CRC cards means class responsibility cards, and how the class is included into that particular project or not. So we should take that one. And also spike solutions in the sense, so for this some designs will be a trial and error designs if you are needed. So such kind of design points will be available in this design phase. Coming to the coding phase, in this coding phase, first of all, you should go for a unit test. Okay, unit test equipment. Okay, after that, you should go for a pair programming for better results. Later, testing should be performed. There are different testings are there. So unit test should be performed in daily, day to day, daily, and accept test will be based on a customer. So this is a extreme programming concept. Clear? Okay, it's little bit late. I'll stop the class here.